Hi friends, welcome to part 2 of day 2 to solve UPSC Prelims questions 2015. Let's get straight into question number 14. What can be the impacts of excessive use of nitrogenous fertilizers in agriculture? Proliferation of nitrogen-fixing microorganisms in the soil can occur. Well, if we think logically, this is wrong because the main purpose of nitrogen-fixing organism is to convert nitrogen-free nitrogen to ammonium ions, NH4, actually NH4. And the nitrogenous fertilizers do not contain nitrogen and they contain NH4, and there is no necessity for the symbiotic relationship with the nitrogen fixing microorganisms itself. So there is no need for proliferation of such organisms in the soil. This is wrong. Increase in the acidity of the soil can take place. Yes, this can take place. Leaching of nitrate to the groundwater can occur. Yes, it can also occur. The answer to this question is C, 2 and 3. The nitrogen fertilizers, they break down into nitrates and travel easily through the soil. Because it is water soluble and can remain in the groundwater for decades, the addition of more nitrogen over the years has an accumulative effect which is very, very dangerous. Question number 15. With reference to IUCN and CITES, which of the statements are correct? IUCN is an organ of UN. No, it is wrong. It is a voluntary body. CITES is an international agreement between governments. Actually, CITES was formed mainly in a meeting in IUCN. And so this statement is definitely wrong. IUCN runs thousands of field projects around the world to better manage natural environments. Yes, this is correct. CITES is legally binding on the states that have joined it, but this convention does not take the place of national laws. You may be thinking whether CITES is legally binding or voluntary. No, this statement is correct actually. It is legally binding, but the national laws are given preference. So the answer to this question is B, 2 and 3. Question number 16. With reference to dugong, a mammal found in India, which of the following statements are correct? It is a herbivorous marine animal. Yes, this is correct. It is found along the entire coast of India. No, this is wrong. It is given legal protection under Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Act. Yes, this is also correct. The answer to this question is C, 1 and 3. You can see how nice the animal is. Actually, dugong is the only living representative of the once diverse family Dugongidae. And you might have heard of Stella sea cow. It resembles dugong, but it was hunted to extinction in the 18th century. And now dugong is the only strictly marine herbivorous mammal. As all the species of the manatee, that is the sea cow, they use fresh water to some degree. In India, it is found in the coasts of Gujarat, Tamil Nadu coast, Gulf of Mannar, Pak Bay, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and it is not found in the entire coast, and hence the answer is C. Actually, to an ant, a drop of water is an ocean, but now we are destroying the oceans itself by means of pollution. Are we actually living or killing? Let's think. Question number 17. Which one of the following is the national aquatic animal of India? It is a factual question and the direct answer to this is Gangetic dolphin. It is also called the Susu dolphin because of the sound it makes, the noise it makes while breathing. And now the population of Susu dolphin is also in decline because of the pollution in Ganga. And most of the dolphins have lost their sight and they have become blind. This is the pathetic condition of the national aquatic animal of India. Question number 18. Which one of the following regions of India has a combination of mangrove forest, evergreen forest, and deciduous forest? When it comes to species diversity, Andaman Nicobar Islands are the richest. And the answer is also D. Please read through the explanation. You can see the pictures of various forests. Question number 19. Which one of the following is associated with the issue of control and phasing out of use of ozone depleting substances? Yes, ozone hole was once a very big problem, and because of Montreal Protocol, the problem was controlled to some extent. The Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer is an international treaty to protect the ozone layer. They have phased out the refrigerants such as CFC, chlorofluorocarbons, halogens, etc. Please do read about other protocols too. In question number 20, what is Rio plus 20 conference often mentioned in the news? Actually, it is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. The Earth Summit was in 1992, and 20 years later, Rio plus 20 conference was held in the same place, which is Rio de Janeiro. Question number 21. Which of the following statements regarding green climate funds are correct? Actually, green climate fund is a kind of redistributive fund. The main purpose was to redistribute the funds from the developed countries, which led to the global warming, to the developing countries which are suffering due to global warming. This redistribution of the fund has to be dealt by the Green Climate Fund. It is intended to assist the developing countries in adaptation and mitigation practices to counter climate change. Yes, this is correct. The fund has to be used to counter climate change by the developing countries. It is founded under the aegis of UNEP, OECD, Asian Development Bank, and World Bank. No, this is wrong. It is within the framework of UNFCCC. So the answer to this question is A1 only. Actually, the fund is governed and supervised by a board, which will have the full responsibility for funding decisions, and it receives the guidance of the Conference of Parties. Question number 22. Which one of the following national park has a climate that varies from tropical to subtropical to temperate to Arctic? Wow, how nice it would be in a single national park. The climate variation is very different and diverse. And we can directly strike out Kanchenjunga and Nanda Devi because they do not have tropical climates. And Neora Valley National Park is in West Bengal. It can have tropical, subtropical, but it cannot have Arctic climate. So we can strike it out too. Nandava is in Arunachal Pradesh, and this is the answer to our question. Question number 23. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is constituted under, actually the factual answer is C, Environment Protection Act 1986. Actually, GEAC is an apex body constituted in Ministry of Environment and Forest under EPA Act 1986. It is the apex body to accord notified under Rules 1989 to approve the activities involving the large-scale use of hazardous microorganisms and recombinants in research and industrial production from the environmental angle. GEAC is also responsible to approve genetically engineered organisms and products for field trials. Question number 24. With reference to an organization known as BirdLife International, which of the following statements are correct? It is a global partnership of conservation organizations. Yes, this is correct. The concept of biodiversity hotspots originated from this organization. No, this is wrong actually. The British biologist Norman Myers, he coined the term biological hotspots in 1988. And the BirdLife International, it identifies the sites known as important bird and biodiversity areas. Yes, this is correct. The answer is C, 1 and 3. Actually, BirdLife International is the world's largest partnership of conservation organizations with over 120 partner organizations. Question number 25. In India, in which one of the following types of forest is teak a dominant tree species? And if you have read the NCRTs, the answer would be very vital to you, which is A, tropical moist deciduous forest. And this is largely prevalent in India, and teak is also a common species there in the forest. Yes, we have come to the end of today's video, and let's meet tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.